Hello, how's it going? I hope you are excited because today we have a special episode that we filmed with our cousin Ryan. We had some fun, listen, but here's the deal. Quick disclaimer, that's why you're here right now in the editing suite as I'm editing this. Basically, the audio in this was not amazing. It was pretty terrible, garbageo. But just for the record, it is Sam's fault, or Joe's fault, or one of them, because it is not my fault. I refuse to take responsibility because I did not do anything wrong, okay? I just want to make sure everybody knows that. I am not responsible for these heinous crimes against your ears. So I apologize on behalf of them, not me, because I didn't do anything. I am clean as a whistle that wasn't in a mouth, you know what I mean? So I hope you enjoyed the episode, though. Even though Sam messed it up, I still hope you enjoy. I mean, we filmed for 2.5 hours. I cut it down quite a bit to 42 minutes. So we got the greatest hits in there. We had a lot of banter and stuff that just was not worth even your ear holes hearing. So you're welcome for that. Anyway, speaking of your ear holes, I'm going to leave now so we can get to the episode, and I hope you enjoy. We had some fun and a little silly and not a lot of sustenance, I guess you could say. So let's get to it. Goodbye.
I was walking on campus the other day, and it was snowing, and I was walking like this. And there were people around. And
you didn't care?
Way to live it.
Welcome to Bro, That's Wicked Smaht. That is the perfect intro to our podcast. Ryan, thank you for that beautiful story. That was one of a kind, and I think we're all better for hearing that.
Great.
So thank you. So we are here in Studio Z with our special guest Ryan Wight. We got Joe here. We got Sam. You know what?
And
I
then
said
Zack.
that. I said that weirdly. I'm gonna do that again. I'm gonna say we're here in Studio Z. We got Joe, Sam, and right. See how that's better if we go down that way? It's awkward. Cool. Like it would have been weird. I went that way. Then this. It was like a weird. Awkward
You're rambling.
mix.
Get to the point.
Ryan is here
Ryan
in the studio. He is our blood relative.
And guest of honor.
And guest of honor.
Gets the crappy chair, but
Yes.
please continue.
We prefer to call it the...
Less than the best chair.
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
That
less
makes
than
me
the
feel
best.
a lot better.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So it was either that or a high chair.
Oh,
so
nice.
you take your
Missed
pick.
opportunity.
Yeah. Your head would have been out of the shot.
Oh, okay. Not feasible.
Wow, that would have been actually a nice thing for everyone to not have to see. Anyways.
Wow. As you said, our cousin is with us, Ryan. We have a lot of history together.
Yes.
There were some years there that we were living together for a few years.
Yes.
And
just me and Joe, actually. We got an apartment.
Yes, at 7 years old, yeah.
You were living with us for a few years. It was kind of like we were kind of getting into that pubescent age.
Nice.
Right in that zone.
The pubescent zone.
Yeah. I mean,
man.
it wasn't... there was a lot of like hormones flying around, and I have to
Still.
well,
With wings.
yeah, wings.
Wing-tipped hormones?
It's called.
Sounds like a pair of boots that I would totally wear, actually.
It's like, I just got the latest, the new shoe. It's like, from Jordans? Nah, the hormones.
Oh, what
Hey,
style? What style?
They're
Wingtip.
It's like
Whoa,
it's
man,
like-
that's so cool.
it's like a it's like a mood ring, but it's a boot.
a boot ring?
It's a mood boot.
A mood boot.
It's a mood boot.
Yeah.
Hopefully, there's less hormones these days because.
Are you really asking our special guest?
No,
of
I'm not
honor
asking,
about
but
his hormone levels.
No, I was.
I can tell you, but I don't know if you want to hear about it.
I don't. I
Pretty
have
long
to be,
conversation.
I have to be honest. I don't want to. I was just gonna say. Through being pubescent, growing up together a little
Right.
bit in some of those years.
I have a request. Can you stop saying pubescent? Can we just?
I am doing it for the audience. They love it.
okay,
They
okay,
love
all right,
it. Pubescent.
I would ask the audience.
I just would like to apologize. There were some things I have done to you in those pubescent years.
What?
Yeah, I mean,
Was I asleep?
No.
No, you were drugged, Ryan. That was that's different. That's not asleep.
I mean, everybody's got their methods, so.
Stupidity is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I was full of hormones and wasn't thinking straight, and my stupidity has affected you in those earlier years in a negative manner. And I'm specifically remembering a time where we were roller skating out in the front yard.
Oh,
And I think Zack and you got tangled up, and you guys fell on the ground, and I just felt left out or something.
Or this was the knee, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
wow.
I wasn't mad at you. I just remember I felt left out, that there was a pig pile of you guys just on the ground. And so I came skating up behind you and just jumped onto the pile. And
I think you were being the jolly fellow in the scenario. Like,
the jolly fellow that had no control of his body and also his mind.
all right. I mean, I don't think any of us.
So explain the knee. Did it?
The problem
What
was
happened?
I jumped on the pile and what did I act? Did I tear something?
I'll tell you how I remember what occurred. The result was I ripped the cartilage in my right knee.
Okay.
Worst injury I've ever had. Not a bad injury. What? I'm a lucky person or just a wimp. Probably both. But how I remember it was Sam. We were rollerblading and playing street hockey.
Sorry, continue. I have another
Yeah.
story.
Oh, great, cool, awesome, excellent. I mean, we were playing street hockey on our rollerblades, which is scary and precarious just already.
Yep.
That's how we defined it back in the day. We're like, this is very precarious.
Yeah,
We
scary
told
and
that.
precarious.
Yes, precarious.
Exactly.
We were like, this is very precarious.
Yeah.
What?
That was our gang member. That was our gang name. We were the Precarious brothers.
Yeah.
What was Sam doing? So tell.
Okay, all right,
what was
all
your
right.
perspective of what
Okay,
was
so-
going on?
So Sam was being annoying.
Thank you, everybody.
And I went to.
I rollerbladed up to him to speak to him.
Okay.
And that looked like I was not rollerblading up to him to speak to him. It looked like I was,
Heading in there.
Oh, you were gonna fight him or something?
Yeah, I mean, we've already established that I was a wimp. I don't think I was going to fight him.
Okay.
Like, we were kids.
But it may-
I think there was an urgency. This is how I remember it. It could be wrong. There was an urgency in Joe's spirit to bring joy and a release of tension to the situation. So maybe it was me and Zack, maybe it was me and Sam at the bottom of the pile, but Joe ended up on top just to give us a big hug of reconciliation. And my right leg, the rollerblade got caught somewhere, and my knee touched the ground, but my rollerblade was in the air, and something ripped.
I have to be honest. I don't really remember the precursor of what led up to it. I'm not surprised that I don't know, like maybe like big brother instinct kicked in, and I was like, something's going on. Oh no! And then I was like, I should chuck my body onto them. Just laying off the ground.
Yeah, Joe, you were like, I need to be a peacemaker in this situation, and you took that in a whole different direction.
Well, I
Yeah.
mean, if you, I hope you don't still feel bad about that. It was really no big deal.
He only
stuff
thinks about it
happens.
a couple nights a week, right?
Yeah.
Oh
So
well, that's
we're
terrible.
getting better.
It was like a year ago. I think I
Like you're talking like you're a shrink or something.
Yeah, I am. We talk about it every week. I just remembered a story. It's not actually me, but I'm going to tell it anyways because I was there. So I just remember we were frisbee golfing when we were like pretty young. It was when you were living with us. And Sam was a bit of a reckless child.
I think I know what this is.
Do you
and
remember
I don't
this?
remember. People have mentioned it, and I don't remember it.
You don't? Okay.
Yeah, but you can tell the story.
It makes sense because
so like, so you and Ryan, how old? You maybe like 10 years old. I'm just trying to put
at
this in
point,
perspective.
we're
for the,
probably sure. He was probably 8, maybe 10 or 11. We were frisbee
Yes,
golfing, and
yes,
the reason
as we
Ryan.
do.
Yes, thank you for talking over me.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I don't stop guests.
Well, that's
Stop.
obvious.
No, we don't
Samuel.
rub them either. No rubbing. No.
It's too late. He touched my back earlier on the skin.
Wasn't he trying to help you with that?
So,
he was hooking me up with
the headphones. Yes, it's fully plutonic
sweet.
touching.
fully plutonic.
Fully plutonic.
that's not a planet.
It's not a planet, and he's still mad about
Fully
it. So basically, the story goes. This is such a.
Here we go. Get to the point.
Basically,
Move it.
Here's the point. Ryan, not the point, but Ryan. I don't know why.
I'm going to start telling the story.
Listen, no, here we go. We're going to get to it.
Can Joe tell this story?
I have no idea what the story
The
is.
story
I'd like
goes,
you to
basically, we're frisbee golfing. Something like, I don't know how. Sam maybe ran up to grab his frisbee or something. All that, I don't know how it happened. Ryan is in front of Sam about 15 to 20 feet.
Because I don't pay attention.
Yes, he was. You would say you were a little bit of a flighty kid, like maybe a little in your head. Some would say. Ryan's there. He's just like da 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 da, kind of doing that thing. Oh, butterfly,
Always.
that kind of thing. And then Sam proceeds to do his thing where he doesn't see other people around him and just does whatever he wants, especially when he's young, especially.
I'm right here.
Oh, hello. Oh, hello there. And then throws the frisbee right at his head. I mean, this is one of those disc golf frisbees, which is not just a flimsy.
It's like a rubber frisbee. So as we precluded to, is that a word?
That is not a word.
That is not a word.
I'm rolling with it.
Precluded? Procluded?
Wait.
It's close. But it's not.
Eluded.
It's eluded, and then
Bro, that's like
there's another
Wicked
P
Smaht. Don't mock me. Okay. We were talking about how we got it, how we did some video projects, kind of all. When I say all together, that's probably untrue. Honestly,
100%.
You three,
It's very
100%.
true. Yes, I was. Yeah.
100%.
you three had a lot of video projects that you guys worked on together, especially
Indeed.
Zack and Ryan there. What was it, Zack? You liked the camera, and then you're like, I need something to film, and so you
got that tiny little blue like kids camera. You could play like games on or whatever.
Yeah, it had like Gallagher and Flappy Bird.
Flappy
Gallagher.
Bird.
It was a bit of a different time. It had different time. No, it didn't have. It was like what are you, Space Invaders?
Yeah.
It didn't have Space Invaders.
Okay,
That was
so
a different
It's one where you shoot the chickens flying by.
There was you shoot the chickens. Yeah, but they were Nerf guns though, so the chickens.
Nobody
didn't die.
cares about the video games.
No
you played.
chickens were harmed in the making of this video game.
Of this video game. But we had this little camera that I got for Christmas when I was of a young age, a young lad before the what were you saying earlier? The
advent of
advent of hormones. So I didn't have the shoes yet. I'll just say that.
Did you grow the wings?
I didn't have the wings. I didn't have the wingtip shoes. So maybe it was around that time. I don't remember.
Okay,
I'll
so
to
you
look at
have
my
a
journal.
camera.
So I had the camera, and basically,
Okay, guys, it was a family reunion. And Zack, our cousin Marisa, and
we're
Ryan.
talking about a specific one.
Yeah, that was the beginning.
Oh,
this
the
was
ad-
this
okay.
was the Advent.
The Advent.
The Advent.
The Advent.
Okay, let me just sum it up.
No,
Zack,
stop talking. I'm talking. I'm not being selfish.
Do you want to go to the back alley? I'll fight you.
Joe, do you have something important to say?
I just would
We're
like
on,
to
like,
say
the third
Zack,
floor.
Zack got a camera, and then he started filming them, and they made videos together. Literally, that's the story. That it took Zack 20 minutes to say. So he started talking about Flappy. Yeah, we had Flappy Birds.
This is very relevant.
What's funny is Flappy Bird did not exist at that point.
That's true.
It's necessary for you to know that at one point in Zach's life, he played Space Invaders.
See, people like details. People
You
like
should
details.
know that before knowing that he filmed us and we made videos.
Yes. And plus, it's the episode with Riot on, and we're talking about your Space Invader.
And the debuting series was a show called Cinnamon.
Yeah.
And Ryan was the overbearing boss.
Yes.
And Zack was the
betcha.
worker who didn't care about anything.
Yes. I was
Who incidentally played a lot of Angry Birds. So guys, it's kind of in the same genre.
You're right. That's I forgot about that. Was actually the
That
thing.
was the reason.
We were
That was
playing
the thing.
Angry Birds.
Context.
And then I was the
That's weird.
cameraman, so technically, first cameraman.
Yes, and can I say it was terrible. Okay? It was real bad work. So I think that's what happened. Is I saw Sam behind the camera. I was like, all right, something has to change. Something needs to change. I was like Martin Luther King. I was like,
Well,
I have a dream, and then
okay.
you
All right.
I was close. I was like a little bit Mother Teresa. Not quite there, but a little bit.
You're so deluded, just like the Pope. Come on, let's keep going here.
I was like the Pope. Yeah, that's
Okay,
true.
what's something else I can say that's off color?
What? I'm being perfectly honest. I was Mother Teresa in this thing. So anyways, Mother Teresa my way over to the camera.
Are you saying that your 6-year-old brother filming was not doing the best job?
That's
so you
exactly
had to
what
take
I was
over?
saying. I hit him very hard in the head. I took the camera and then I said,
That explains it.
I am the captain now. And then, yeah. And so now I,
So what were
that's how I became a videographer, and that's now what I do for a job. So that's
Talk about origin.
that's why
stories.
capitalism is
Didn't
evil.
know you were getting that today.
See, I really don't care much about you, but Ryan, do you remember much of
relate to that?
do you remember much of filming anything that stood out to you of I don't know how many countless videos have you guys kind of done together?
So we were actually an hour and a half late to filming the podcast because I was downstairs going through all the different videos.
I was in the bathroom.
And
So do you
Ryan was
remember
in the
any
bathroom.
specific of them?
Talk about a relevant piece of information. That was
Playing
very-
Space Invaders. Actually.
Were you really?
Yeah.
What level were you on?
I wasn't
Oh,
playing Space
okay.
Invaders.
I knew it.
He was playing his own type.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna have to learn about that one later.
I'll tell you all about it.
Do you
What's the
remember
question?
any of the videos, like filming the process? Any that stuck out to you?
I remember the song that we made. And
That was
Broken
like
Pencil
a year
or
ago.
I'm
That was
Bored?
a year ago. That wasn't that long ago.
yeah, it was also pretty cringy.
Pretty cringy.
Oh, Broken Pencil, that one?
Mm-hmm.
Dude, I
Right?
still listen to that song.
No,
Yeah.
so
Is that your jam?
It's my jam, bro.
all right, can you stop high-fiving? This is a problem. This is a problem.
You put me here, man.
I didn't realize this is
Touched my back.
There's a bond that's made, a bond that can't be undone.
I don't want to undo it.
So you guys wrote. So remind me. You guys wrote. Was it a rap?
Yes.
Yeah.
And-
No, I wouldn't call it that. I'd call it an attempt.
It was an attempt.
Okay, it was
we
a-
attempted to rap.
And then what? You did a music video.
So, well, for that was the song we called "Broken Pencil," and that we did do.
Because
It had no point.
That's what I didn't remember. That's funny. Yeah, that is
great.
that's
we
humorous.
definitely elbow fived before we even got close to high five.
Yeah.
I just remember. Didn't one of you? Wasn't one of the scenes with one of you riding the lawnmower?
Yeah, that was.
That was Sam.
That was me.
I'm so glad
And-
that wasn't me.
And then there was one you were in. We had this cart, like almost like a shopping cart, and Sam was sitting inside of it, and Ryan was pushing it down the driveway. And that was one of as he's rapping, and it's like super like,
And
oh
his feet,
yeah,
his feet are up in front of him. And he's like,
and you can see through the cart, so you can see his butt like smashed in it, like
Looked like an overgrown dork.
boy.
So we did that one. We also did the I'm bored. Remember we did the I'm bored song.
Yeah. Should we move further back in the past?
So I didn't have time to do everything in exact chronological order, but
That's
I'll
fine.
try to jump around and get it as close as possible.
Yeah.
So we have
Yeah, I remember the cinnamon stuff.
so we have Cinnamon. You were in. I checked episode 1, episode 2, episode 4. And that was all of season 1. Now season 2, you were in episode 2 and 3.
Wow.
So you were in
This is so
5.
professional.
I know. Yeah. If you watch the videos, it was not
Recurring.
a recurring character.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's all on Stormy Z channel.
Recurring
Yeah,
feature.
check out Stormy
Yeah.
Z. We have it.
Make sure
on
you
the featured
never
channels.
check that out.
No, don't listen to it. We finally got to 100 subscribers. Isn't that awesome?
Make sure you never check that out.
If you're subscribed, please unsubscribe.
Wow.
Make
No,
sure to
don't do
click that unsubscribe and the dislike.
Dislike and unsubscribe. Yeah.
Just turn off your phone and throw it in the toilet.
Just get as far away as from this channel as possible.
Honestly, just leave the country or just become a hobo. And
Become a hobo.
become a homie.
Become a hobo that's not in the
Here we
country.
go. Let's keep going.
Anything go Amish.
Okay, so that's our advice for the day. Go Amish and play Space Invaders. So,
Which don't go hand in hand. That's
yeah,
what I'm
they do
saying.
not go hand in
Not
hand.
mutually
Yeah.
There's that one Amish guy. Is like, that's not true. I do it all the time.
I was
Got his
hoping.
helmet and, like a wooden sword
He's got his
or a rocket.
his phone. He puts his phone in his beard.
Nice.
All right.
Disguise.
So those were the Cinnamon episodes, which was like I think you explained, but that was You do have something to say?
Yes, there's something I want to add.
Okay.
The Cinnamon interview, which you have on here,
Yeah.
which he did with me as you were interviewing like the actor from Cinnamon. And there's one point, I don't know who edited the video, one point that is so funny. Ryan, you were asking, so Sam, why do you love playing this character so much? And then I started talking, well, I think it's just, because... And then it cuts right from that back to Ryan going, well, thank you for that wonderful answer, Sam. And just moves on with no context.
Yes, I will take credit for that one. Yes, I remember that was very funny to me. And what's funny about that is that seems like we did that as that would be really funny if we did like that. Like we filmed it like that was the intentional
That was
choice.
the point.
The only way to edit, that was the only way I could edit out of that one because his answer was so long and did not make any sense. I was like, I don't know what else to do this. So I was forced to do that. So it turned out being
that was a great
very funny. Like I had mentioned before, we have a lot of different, we've done a ton of different videos. I'm just going to read through them really quickly because we've got to keep it moving here. We want to talk about our special, lovely guest over there, see what's going on in his life and his brain.
Special and lovely are, it's one way to.
Well,
It's generous.
that's what your mother told me to tell you. So, she is. She's very nice.
At least she is.
Unlike you.
Oh.
But your mother is great.
The apple falls
That
falls very far from the tree.
The tree is on a cliff, and the apple
Fell off the cliff.
And it's just really dented and bruised.
Yeah.
And you're like, and it's like getting eaten by a squirrel.
yeah.
What are we doing to our poor guest?
Well, look, you know what? We go back a long ways. I feel like we're good. I think we're okay. Are we
Yeah.
good?
I mean,
We go back.
We go back. You know what I mean? We go back.
Yeah,
We go
he
way
definitely went back.
He touched my back.
We might have our first.
Stop clapping! What do you call that? High fiving? That's not a clap. That's a double. Stop two-person
What
clapping.
is the sound of one hand clapping?
It's like,
Oh, Sam, that wasn't even clean.
Sam, that was so hard. What? All right,
I'm
you're
so
getting mad
sorry.
at me for being mean to him, and then
Stop petting the guest.
you just assaulted our guest.
He's gonna sue us for everything this podcast is worth.
So
rights to
like
the-
a few dollars.
Yeah, not even.
not
We're
even.
in the negative. Actually.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
That's a bummer.
Yeah.
So I don't want to sue you for that.
Okay.
You can keep your debt. He touched my back.
So I'm gonna move on. So we did the cinnamon reunion video. I don't know if you guys remember that. Now a lot of these we didn't even post. There's a good chunk of these we didn't post. The cinnamon reunion
really?
video
Wow.
where we were old people at that point. Like we were the characters but old people. And then we I think we ended all dying. I think was the end of that. We all just died. You
Yes,
remember that?
we all slowly died because we were old.
I think it was there was a reason it's not out there. That one was a little later though. That was not.
Was
too
I
long
in that
ago.
one?
Yeah, you were in that. That
I
was
do not
a
remember that.
few years ago. But so basement boxing. This one was back in the day. Do you remember basement boxing at
I do
all?
remember that.
We did that. That was
Yeah.
me and you. We did that in the basement.
Yeah.
As the name implies, we beat each other up and we hit each other into the little kitchen, the fake little toy kitchen we had down there. We threw. I think I threw you into that, or vice versa. No, I think you threw me into that. I think that's what it was.
Yes, Ryan threw you into that. That was the whole shtick of that
He
show.
threw
That
the
you got-
kitchen sink at me, so to speak.
Nice.
Yep. So Blue Streak, no clapping. Okay, sorry. Blue Streak. So then we had the Blue Streak show, right? Do you
Yeah.
remember that?
Show,
So
not
we had
movie. Show.
episode 1, episode 2, and I give you episode 3 and episode 4 because you Skyped in for those. You
Yeah.
remember that? I filmed you
Yeah.
doing the Skyping on that. That
Oh,
was fun.
gosh.
Wait, so I have a question on that.
Yeah.
That was you playing that actor,
Yes.
right?
Yeah, that was before Sam. Sam took it over for the short film. He took the
Okay.
Blue Streak character.
Okay,
I was
sorry,
the
I'm
Blue
getting
Streak. Well, actually, technically, we're gonna get you. All right, sorry, audience. We're gonna get into the
lore.
We're gonna go there. We're gonna get into the comic book or how we talk. So basically, my character in the show, which was 4 episodes, on our channel, that was the uncle. I think we did a real
Yeah.
Spider-Man thing, like Uncle Ben, but it was Uncle Zack. I don't know. It was
Uncle. Wait.
What was his name?
Max.
Was it
Max.
Was it Max?
It was actually Mac in the show, but we changed it to Max in the movie.
Really?
Yeah, we did.
I
Yeah.
did not know that. Oops.
Yeah. No, we did it on purpose.
Oh, we did it on
Yeah.
purpose. I mean,
Max is
Good.
more relatable. That's what our focus group said.
yeah, which was my mom and my sister. So I was the uncle, and then I gave basically in the short film I give you you get the belt.
Yeah.
In the mail.
I'm given this responsibility. What do I do with it?
Yeah, so that was the Blue Streak episodes, which Ryan was in.
Which I took a quick look at. He's actually the bad guy in both. He plays the bad guy in both.
So, are you guys assaulting each other again?
You touched my back.
The first episode, you were the mentor of sorts. You were the original guy teaching my character, the superhero, how to work with the belt and stuff.
Yeah.
The boss. That was
I
his
gave you
name.
the
The
belt.
boss.
Do you remember any of
The
this?
boss, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was in my garage.
Yeah,
It was in Texas.
It was in Texas in your
Yeah.
garage, and we didn't have anyone filming it. We put it up on the shelf, and half of my body is not in the shot.
Yeah.
It was we put a flashlight, I think,
We found
on
a
my
couple
shirt.
flashlights in the garage,
and we
you
just
were
it was
like,
shining on
lighting.
my shirt. Yeah,
It's
like
literally just like a beam.
and I was wearing like an audio adrenaline shirt. It wasn't even like it
Yeah.
was the most random. Yeah. So
pretty bad.
Yeah, and yeah, real bad. But it's cool to kind of have that and look back at. And so you were the boss in that one, and then the second one you were the bad guy, the robber of sorts. And then the third one you were the boss again, I think, where you Skyped in.
Can we take a moment to talk about our choreography?
Yeah, absolutely. Do you remember that?
Yeah.
For which one
So
specifically?
I think
It was
it's
episode 2.
Yeah. It
Yeah.
was nice.
Dude, there are 600 views. Over 600 views on that
That's
video.
terrible.
Yeah, so many. That's like our second most popular video, I think.
Ryan's like, people have wasted so much time on that.
That not only is that wasted time, that's just like you have to leave with like a feeling of regret.
Thank you.
No. No, but our fight choreography was a little cool. Like
It was
there were
pretty
some
good.
cool
I liked
moments,
it.
Yeah. I agree.
but it was also pretty awkward.
So we're talking about the one.
Yeah.
This was the younger one. This was
Yeah.
so it's 0.2. How would you? So when you have your second version,
2.0.
2.0. So what is it?
Hey.
1.1.
101.
What?
Wait.
Okay.
What?
I completely screwed the pooch.
We've all been there. We've all scooted on the pooch. Ryan, have you ever scooted the pooch?
That's not it. I said
No, please. That's actually better. I'd like to hear how you scoot the pooch.
It was here and now it's here. I scooted the pooch.
He scooted the pooch. As pooches be.
This pooch is so often be scooted, man.
They'd be scooted at.
These pooches do be scooting.
I tried.
Yeah, you tried. I hear you.
It was a not valiant
Scoot the
effort.
pooch.
Really scooted that.
Really scooted the pooch on that one.
I like it. What were we talking about before you scooted the pooch?
I have no idea.
There was choreography and such and
Oh, yeah.
things, and we had a lot of fun.
Yeah. No, I know you put a lot of work into that.
No, dude, we were 14. I think that you were saying we
that's
were our
what-
age. Yeah, we were
right.
like 14. It was, we were still very young and stuff. I think one of the choreography was I took my flip flop off my foot and threw it at you.
You threw the flip flop and it hit the gun out of my hand. I was,
Yeah. So it was. I think it was at that point we're like, oh, this is so cool. And then you know how it works, and then you look back and you go, oh, that wasn't.
See,
so
I will
cool.
say that is a genius move because in movies, fight choreographers, that's their big dilemma. How do you get the guns out of the bad guy's hands so then there can be hand-to-hand combat and it looked cool? And you solved it by throwing a shoe at it.
I don't know about genius. I wouldn't say genius is the
I
word
will
for
say it
but-
became a shtick within the show that he threw his shoes and that's just what he did.
it really?
When he fought, he took his shoes off like this is holy ground. He just took his shoes off.
yeah. And fun fact for the audience, that was actually the wing-tipped hormone shoe.
Oh, it
That's
comes
why it was so
around.
accurate.
there's this full
That's
circle.
what it is.
Yeah.
It knew what it wanted. Yeah, which was the
It
gun.
didn't
I
know
guess.
what
It did. It had no idea.
Does not know what it wants. So I guarantee.
So
Sorry,
it
go on.
always it never hit the gun. It just flew to the side. It was like a boomerang.
Yeah.
Came and hit them into the head.
But it got much better in the short film. For the choreography side of
100.
things.
So we really stepped it up. But that's coming later
Okay,
as far
okay,
as
sorry.
the short films go. We're still an old. Remember, we had a bubble video. We
Yeah.
did the bubbles,
Bubbles.
the murder bubbles.
The murder bubbles. Is that when
where
we were in the driveway?
we were in the basement for this one? We were in
Remember
the
Josh
office.
Gray was there?
And basically, when the bubbles popped, then people died. Like it was like a horror. It was meant to be a horror movie about bubbles. Yeah,
I don't think I ever saw that.
that one never got released or finished for reasons that you could probably guess, seeing as it's a weird plot and a bad plot. So
Yeah.
Who was the writer?
it was me.
Okay.
We win some, we lose some. That's how that works. I think I could still write a script on it. It'd be pretty good, to be honest. I'm not saying it's super bad. If anyone from Hollywood is listening,
The not so scripted newscast. is
that's
up next.
exactly what it is. Sam,
Oh, wow.
thank you. That was
Welcome.
that's
It's
almost
taking
like
far
you.
too long.
I wanted to
this is
take
ridiculous.
a second to breathe in the roses.
That was one more.
That's gross.
That was one of my more favorite videos because there was a lot of humor in that one.
Okay, all right. We're gonna stop the breathing now. We're done with that bit. Thank you, Sam. Just hold that for the rest of the podcast.
There's so much
And-
assault.
Yeah, and now there's a spit cloud. You
touched my back.
Thank you. So yeah, the not so scripted newscast was a lot of fun because we just went with it. As the name implies, we just really did not script it at all, which was very
It
fun.
was my birthday present. I wanted to film
That's
the
right.
video.
Yep.
And Ryan
Yeah.
happened to be here.
Yeah.
So
And he was a real trooper.
Unfortunate.
And it was we set up the green screen behind you guys like a newscast or whatever, and I was like, oh, I'll put some back there. And then in the final video I was like, I'll just leave the green screen. It's just a green screen in the
I
back.
think it worked because it's
And
it's dumb.
I could be wrong, but I think that ended up being one of the best things we've ever created.
I would agree.
It's
Yeah.
pretty funny.
It's
It's,
pretty
very
good.
funny.
Yeah.
Yeah. Even
can go
to
watch
our
that.
standards. Yeah, that one's worth watching. Now I will say that one's much more recent. That was a few years back. That wasn't too long. That was a few years, maybe 2-3 years. I don't know. We also had this one goes way back. How to not make friends and how to not take a survey. Do you remember that? I think we
Oh,
filmed
that
those.
was
That
a
was
long time
way
ago.
back. Yeah.
the first.
And terrible.
We
Yeah.
filmed How to Not Take a Survey the first time we visited you and your family in Texas after you
Yeah.
guys moved there.
Yeah.
I think that
resort.
was the first one I was ever in.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I didn't
Oh,
look
cool.
at that.
The hiding in the closet one was really fun.
Do you remember that?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, dude, I watch it on a regular basis.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I love that video.
I don't know that I still have it. So can you send that to me?
Oh, yeah.
Because
yeah,
I
sure,
couldn't
sure.
find maybe I have it somewhere. I couldn't find the actual exported version. I only saw the clips, and I just remember there was the one where basically the idea is I keep going and opening the closet,
Yeah.
and it's you, but you're doing something different. And one of them you're shirtless, and you go and you like cover your nipples.
That's the end. So
or is that the end?
so-
Okay, all right.
That's the pinnacle
That
of the
was
whole
the-
video.
Yeah,
You're in the kitchen and the camera, and there's like a little newscast bar at the bottom, and there's creepy music, like, dun, 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 and it's black and white, and the camera zooms in. The pantry, it's just a tiny pantry. Door cracks open a little bit, and I peek out, and the camera zooms in, and then I close the door, and then it cuts to the camera walking up. Zack opens the door from behind the camera, and then I'm there with a saltine in my mouth, and I just look. And then the next shot is him opening the door again, but I just don't have a shirt on. And then I just go, ah! And
that is like one of my favorite things.
that is
So,
very funny.
Did you
That is very
did you storyboard that whole video out? Like,
No, I don't think we did a lot of pre-production on that one.
it just feels like it wasn't very planned. I don't think.
you've been at college for a couple years now, right?
Yep.
Ryan's checked out. I'm so glad you came back to the
And
mic
we're out.
in the middle of the yawn. That was perfect. What are you doing at college? What are you studying?
So I'm a neuroscience major and a statistics minor. The major, I've always been interested in everything. I'm a very open guy. I think
As far as like
all of us are.
trying to like learn, is that what you mean?
Just like being interested in things,
I see.
being a creative person,
Mhm.
just like everything is cool.
Do you love learning?
Yes,
Okay.
I love learning.
So you could say everything is awesome.
Sure.
Sam,
I mean,
Sam, hit it.
Everything is awesome. We're gonna get copyrighted.
Yeah, stop. Thank you, Ryan. This is the most unprofessional podcast yet. What Okay, this is what happens when we film at like 11:30 at
It's
night.
11:07
my
right now.
back.
Yeah.
I have to be honest. I took the SATs, but
You did?
yeah, but I was not. It was when I went to school, but I was not planning about going to college. So I put absolutely no effort into it.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what I got. I never even checked.
It's probably
but
low.
I just sat in the class and just scribbled it, just filled in
Did you make
random
shapes?
Yeah, I didn't even.
Some people try to write messages with the dots.
Yeah. I was a good.
I'm sure there's a way you can figure that out. I want to know, what did Joe get on his SAT scores?
I have no idea. It was
sounds
bad.
Like you didn't try. So.
I did try. Sorry, I had to make it about me a little bit. Cool. So that's how you got into neuroscience.
Well, okay, so no.
Oh my god.
Oh, the story's not over. But wait, he's drinking his water out of a soda bottle.
This is water.
It's not even.
It says Canada Dry, but
Not a sponsor.
my Brita filter, my Brita bottle got like black mold started growing in there.
And I asked him why. I was like, Ryan, why did it have black mold growing inside of it? And he said,
I don't wash my water bottle.
and I was like, oh, well, that makes sense.
I don't.
Yeah.
I have to
I
be
changed the
honest.
filter.
I have to like every week I wipe out slime. Like it's a slime layer that starts like. Never mind. Okay, on to you, Ryan. What's going on?
Guys, I just want to congratulate anyone who's stuck it this far.
That's true. If that
you
would
guys,
be,
oh,
but
love
like be
you.
impressive.
Little
will-
do we know, Zach's gonna edit this, and you're gonna be saying that like 5 minutes.
Yeah,
But we've been here for
an
more
hour,
than
a solid hour.
An hour?
An hour, yeah. Yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Yeah.
all right. Let's get to the meat of this. I have a juicy question.
Ryan
for
didn't
you.
even finish.
Oh.
Didn't even finish his.
Yeah, so here, let me tell you why. Neuroscience is cool. It was pretty random. Picking the school was pretty random.
Okay.
West Point didn't work out. I got the RTC scholarship. I was like, cool, I can go get an education. Neuroscience was like, hey, that's cool. Philosophy, politics, literature, art, understanding myself, my creativity, understanding the body, health, all of those things intersect. Understanding of the world, the human world, how we interact with nature, all of that intersects.
With the brain.
Is it neuroscience or neuroscience? Because I've heard people say on this podcast, like as we've been talking about, some would say neuroscience, some would say neuroscience, and I have to know which one is it.
Neuroscience?
I'm hearing neuroscience versus neuroscience.
Sometimes I probably mispronounce it, but it probably doesn't matter too much, but it's neuroscience.
Neuro, like ER.
NERO.
Neuroscience.
Neuro.
So there you go. You learned something for once, and it obviously came from this side of the table. So
Yes.
there you go.
What is the worst thing about college? Like,
The people.
okay, well, that's life. I have to be completely honest.
Yeah.
People are the worst.
Yeah.
Just in anywhere you go.
It's not college, it's existence.
Yeah.
Communal existence.
Yeah.
But in
Belly button.
And then
Any
sorry.
belly button. Yeah.
but
Yeah.
like for the sake
Yeah.
of nuance,
Yeah.
you should know that the people are also one of the best things.
Thank you. Okay, so I shouldn't just have such a jaded view of the world.
Well, it's allowed.
Okay.
And
thank you.
I think but that's also life, where it's like people are going to be the worst and the best.
it's true. It's true. Depends at what moment you catch them.
Or who they are. Like, for example, you guys are the worst.
And that's the podcast,
I
folks.
agree.
Thanks for listening. If you don't see Ryan again, it's because he's murdered.
Whoa.
What did I say?
He didn't get canceled. He got dead.
touched his back.
No.
He
Too
touched
far?
his back too many times.
Is
I
that
would
too far?
I would have to say, Ryan, I am sorry for this podcast. This is literally the most ADD podcast. Sam, literally, I'm talking to Ryan and Sam. He leans his head in between. I can't even see him. I'd just like to apologize and thank you for rolling with the punches here.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad to be here. This is fun. It's possible that no one enjoys hearing this, but I am enjoying producing it.
Sweet. You're our only satisfied viewer, so.
I'm not going to listen to that.
Ryan, what's your favorite color?
Oh,
It's a tie between green and purple.
Okay. I have to admit, purple's pretty nice.
All right, and we're in 3. And so we're back. Welcome back. So
yeah, we took a quick break because we needed to get our sponsor on the show. Today's sponsor
today's sponsor is
A
Flappy.
mistake.
Today's sponsor is Flappy Vaders.
No.
That was
I have
not
no
better.
will to laugh. I have no will to laugh anymore.
Flappy Vaders. Like
Do you have
Flappy
a-
Bird and Space Invaders, you know? But you mix them together and it makes one name. Flappy Vaders. Or Space Birds. Space Birds.
Is that like the follow-up to that other thing?
Yeah, that's what it is. Well said. So, Ryan, I am curious. You are someone who is attending a university.
Indeed.
So, at a university,
Isn't
how
that
do
what they call it in England?
they just say, I'm at university.
That's what it's called.
And then they go on holiday.
Or, Zach, I need to go to hospital.
I
I need to go to hospital.
Yes, they say that as well through their broken teeth. British people are the worst. Listen, that's not my point to the question. I'm not asking if Ryan hates British people like I do. That's not my question. My question is, do you think that college is something that is valuable
For British people.
for British people? That's my question. Yes.
Yes, they need an education.
I
like
know,
the rest.
especially them. Am I right?
They're so stupid. Get an education.
They need more of an education.
No, so comparatively, like what are the pros and cons of college? I guess what I'm saying. Like obviously, you being someone who's going to college, right? You have a great perspective in that you're at it, and we are not at it.
Yeah.
So where are you feeling on that? Like how do you feel? Like, give me your thoughts. Yeah, there you go. Get in. Let's go. Yeah, here we go.
All right.
He's a fighter.
Three,
He's in the
two.
ring.
Well,
Yeah. 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 Yeah.
now. Hit it.
Ryan, I will say that was your best answer yet. Just want that on the record. Best answer yet. You said more in those than any words you could have said.
And that's why I'm going to college, guys.
Going to college for beatboxing.
Hey.
Ryan, thank you, buddy.
Thank you.
Thank you for
Yeah,
coming
Seriously,
on.
thanks. This was fun.
This was fun.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much for watching. And hey, stay wicked smart.
We've never said that.
I don't
I
care.
love how you said that like that's our tagline.
I really thought that was like, I was literally just thinking in my mind, oh, that's how they. That's how they
I've never once finished
wow,
that
it's
way.
really nice that they let
All
someone
right.
do that.
Okay.
Say
Ryan.
Wicked Smaht.
Ryan, I just want to say, you, my friend, are wicked smart.
Still not a
Go get him, Tiger.
There it is. That's it. All right.
I'm feeling great. I think. It serves me right. It serves me right.
But for real,
Yes, for real.
The
That's-
question, I guess, is what is the